3, 2, 1. Oh my God, that's cold.
Wow.
Welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I'm Miles, the You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy. We are live in the Troy Escalade Jackson Podcast Memorial Podcast Studio.
Nope.
And we are keeping warm.
We are trying to.
It was on my phone. I have like the widget that tells me the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point today I saw negative 16 degrees out.
Bottom of the computer, minus 17.
Real field, negative 33 is the low today.
No shit.
With the wind chill?
With the wind chill.
I told you it wouldn't be that bad if it weren't for the wind.
We can.
Mine says minus 19 on my phone right now.
Fuck, I'm going to have to plug the truck in later.
If you, God bless the people who got to park outside tonight. Luckily, hey, not
Thank
to brag.
You and me, Ryan.
Get to park in the garage.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
My truck hasn't seen the inside of a garage since it was born.
Same. Only when Becca's gone does it get to go in the garage.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. Is it like if she's going to be at home all day, do you guys ever go like, oh, hey, can I throw my truck in the garage? I got to get up early and drive in the morning.
No, but every once in a while I'll ask like, hey, can I throw my truck in the garage over the weekend, let it thaw out, get all the shit
Let it
off of it,
de-thaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not something that happens unless you're in the northern part of the United States.
Yeah.
Like all of our southern listeners right now are like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Do they do this? Do they have cooled garages in?
AC garage.
Yeah,
Climate controlled garages, yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
That was really dumb.
I mean, you just leave her at 55.
But like, do you think they just have like an AC like mini split in the corner, or do they
Maybe.
like have like?
like central air in
I mean,
the garage.
our old office was an AC garage, if you think about it.
Oh, fuck off! That did not have any AC.
We
in it.
kind of had AC in it.
If you
AC.
stood next to this little unit,
2 units.
if it was, well, now we got to carry the one on the cubic here. So if it was 1,500 square feet total.
About the size of my house.
Well, yeah, it was a sub 2K SQFT commercial building.
Yeah.
Well, office, garage. And I would say the walls were about 15 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck that. God.
Carry the one on that baby.
And then we would turn the fans on and it would
so
just blow the hot air down.
Take 15 times 15.
Not doing
Jared,
that.
you're the computer guy.
225. 225.
That sounds right.
It's right. 15 times 10, 15 times
So
5.
of the 22,500 cubic feet of
Yep.
this place, I want to say 50 cubic feet were cooled by those things.
Yeah, man, it was like fight to the death though. Who's sitting in the
Like,
50 cubic?
Dude, do you remember some
You
of
would
the
take one step away from the AC units and you couldn't feel it. It was hot by then.
Do you remember the nights we would stream all in that one little tiny ass room with the sheets surrounded us and the foam panels and the testosterone was running at max and we're all just dripping fucking
sweating
sweat
our
for
dicks
4
off.
hours?
Any things that I may have said, may or may not have said in the heat of competition was because of the heat. It wasn't because
Well, literally, the heat of competition.
you can't blame me.
We were playing NASCAR Heat 5.
And the game was called Heat 5.
It was hot. It was.
Yep.
It got up to 88
So
in that place.
anything I had said in those moments doesn't count.
Off
Well, you're
the record.
delusional, and the heat makes a guy delusional.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
hallucinating. Ryan made me do DMT.
Ayahuasca.
I thought we were just having mushroom pizza. Turns out
you were having mushroom.
We're
you're
having
having
a
mushroom pizza.
It was mellow mushroom.
That's an actual pizza company.
We'll have to look at your drug log and see. Remember, you got the log with all the.
Everything
I don't know
we
if that was
used
a
to do on
Patreon
stream.
bit or not, but every drug you've ever done, you have a log, and so we'll have to look back on the stream if you. You remember that?
Not on Patreon. I don't.
No, we talked about that at some point.
I don't remember.
I don't either. To be completely honest, not trying to derail the bit. I really don't.
No, we actually did this bit at some point.
Okay, first off, it's not that hot in here. You're not that delusional right now.
No, I'm not.
No one remembers the drug log.
Did you dream that on DMT or?
Yeah.
It was just a joke that we had made up that Ryan keeps a log of all the drugs he does.
We'll go with it.
Ibuprofen this morning.
How am for the first time? For the first time ever, I'm the only one that remembers a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly,
I don't remember at all.
I don't either.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I wish we had a database so we could just search something and it would pop up and
Like the
let us know
news.
if it was true.
What am I supposed to Google?
No, I'm saying it'd be nice if in your spare
could start-
time, Jared, you could code a website that we could. It was like ybrhistory.com.
Well, there is a
Get that? Do you have that URL?
Well, the dust hasn't settled yet, so we gotta wait on that one.
there is something I've been looking at for our podcast, getting it transcribed, and then you can submit that into the podcast uploading system, which helps our SEO.
Ooh.
So then you can actually just search words we talked about, and it'll help with the SEO.
That would be sick. Let's start doing that. Actually,
I'm on it. I'm working on it.
All right. Are you
Drugs, he's on it.
Yeah, time out. Are you actually working on it, or are you just saying you're working on it?
No, I'm working on it.
Well,
I'm not Jake.
Working on it is also the thought of it, which is what you're doing right now. You just
Mentally,
thought of
you're formulating a plan. Okay.
which is the start of
I'm
the
just
work.
trying to figure out what it's going to cost, what we need to do, how long it's going to take to transcribe.
Kind of like a formal proposal.
Yeah. Yep.
ROI.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's a good point. I'd like a formal proposal on this idea on my desk. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I'm not sure if I want to even propose.
Well,
it yet.
wait till give a couple weeks. Wait till New Year, and then numbers look better.
Dust settles.
No.
Okay,
8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I'm not sure if we even want to do it. Though.
I won't be here at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna have
People.
someone check to see if it's on, and they're gonna send me a photo,
Yeah, just put a Nest
and
camera.
then I'll show up at like 11, and then we can talk about it.
Just put a Nest camera on your desk.
Yep.
You'll see movement at 8
That's what I'm
a.m.
gonna do.
Then you come here, you're like, oh, I forgot my phone.
We don't even know if I like this yet. I don't know if I want to even propose it.
Well, no, it's just a proposal. It's not a commitment. It's just a proposal letter.
You can say no in proposals. People
Okay.
do all the time.
I'm proposing something we shouldn't do.
What?
No, what if I hate it? I'm like, I'm proposing.
I love
and
it
then I don't
already.
want it.
You've already sold me on the proposal. Now do a proposal to enact it. That's
Yeah.
what I want on my
Okay.
desk at 8 a.m. You already got the proposal approval.
It'll be, here's the website. I'll do it. That's the proposal.
Well, it better be better
gotta be
than
better
that.
than
that
that, yeah.
sucked.
Needs a
That
cover
was-
letter.
Yeah, that was
I need
actually
a cover letter.
In what
It
world?
needs a header and a footer. Don't
Yeah.
forget about the footer.
Mhm.
You have photo of yourself
We're,
up at the
Okay.
top.
we're
Headshot.
Should I put two
And
truths
it
and a
has to
lie?
be professional too. Don't fuck around with the headshot either.
professional headshot at the bottom of the letter that you are. So you're going to do a cover letter with your signature and your photo. You got to have a header, footer, and the first word of the letter better be huge.
Just the first letter.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the first letter.
Yeah.
And it better be fancy.
Mhm.
It better have some sort of like tree growing on
Some
it.
swoosh going on there.
Yeah.
It'll cover like the top quarter of the page.
Yes, that's exactly 100% correct.
Oh, it's like SpongeBob. That one SpongeBob episode. Where
the
It takes him like
tea
8
looks-
hours.
Yeah, the T looks like it's out of like a Camelot book.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I expect. And then no shorter than 60 pages of research, and you better have sources. Wikipedia doesn't count.
Okay.
On my desk, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, Jared's going to check.
Well, good way to fast.
And if Jared doesn't check, he's fired.
Jared needs to do a report on checking.
And if you don't get it, and if you don't get it done, you're fired. So both of your guys' asses are on the line tonight.
Okay.
Tyler, pro tip, Miles doesn't read, so we'll just do pie charts.
I was gonna say a good way to fast track this.
That's why I like the big letter, because it gives me something to look at, and the photo of Tyler, so I don't got to read his name.
I wonder who this
And
is.
the header is our logo. You
Yeah.
know, I don't give me words, but they're better. It better be a 2,000 word essay.
Get a big old signature line too, and then
Okay.
put one of those sign here things sticking out the side of it, so he's just complete.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
intrigued. He's intrigued right away. Of like, fuck, what
that's
am
a
I
good
signing?
idea, yeah, because
Yeah.
I'll just sign it. It doesn't even matter if I like it or not. Just have the little like yellow flap
Yep.
thing that says sign here.
Yep. Those
Yeah.
are the
Those,
best.
why do those make it so much more official?
It just feels like, well, it felt like someone read it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Someone had gone through this document and pointed, They need to sign here because I read this whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. I think that's why it feels so good when you go to the bank and they're like, I stuck all these stickers ahead of time.
Well, it's also
Well, and it eliminates the reading that you have to do too, because someone else has already read it. I mean, they're in your
I love
corner.
when a banker too is like, and then they got this, and it's like the la da 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 da, and then we fucking
Sign
flip.
your
It's like,
to
whoa,
the-
whoa, whoa. You need to tell me
Yeah.
what I'm signing.
I know exactly.
No, but if you notice now on bank documents, they have a little barcode at the top. It's because everything has to be standardized now, anyways.
Hey, do you ever
There's
like?
no like custom mortgage documents anymore. It's all has to be like off of the same thing that everyone has to do.
Yeah.
Equality.
Yeah.
Those little yellow arrows too, they make it so much easier because every time someone's like, you need to sign here, here, and here, and I'll look at it right in I'll see them point at it, and then I'll get to the third one. I'm like, am I supposed to sign right here?
Yeah.
Is this the one?
too?
Or like, hey,
Or-
is this a full signature? Or is this just initials?
Yeah.
Wow. That usually, if you got a good bank, they have the sticker that says initial instead of sign.
Mhm.
That's how you know you found the right bank. Because that's what the extra interest rate. That's what you're paying for is those fancy stickers.
Details matter.
Also, have you ever gotten to a point where it says like there's a few lines and like the like print name is like kind of floating in between the two lines,
Like, which one?
and so you don't know which line to print on and which one to sign.
You're talking like address 1 and then like city right below
or
it?
just
or-
just like,
Yeah.
like there's weird spacing
Yeah.
with the lines and the words, and so you don't know, do I start, where do I, is the top line a barrier between the words and the next thing starting,
Yeah.
or is it supposed to go above?
and
I
you
don't
know what would solve it? Just a yellow sticker arrow.
Yeah, well, and at that point you just do your signature really big over both lines, and then there's like kind of write your name somewhere else. I don't know.
Just write your name and sign your name on both lines.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you're good.
Or you just print your name on both and just call it.
Well, I've done it before too, where there's a couple lines and then I'll sign on the line above and then it says print name, and then I'll write my printed name next to that, and then there's just a blank line that I don't know what they have it for.
You can't erase it. Yeah.
Also, with those documents, they just got to start putting the dates in when you're gonna come in to sign.
The fact that we still gotta fucking write our own dates on
I
our
know.
own document.
I never know what the date is
If
unless
I'm gonna pay this much money for a mortgage, you gotta be having those dates already filled
Yeah.
in for me.
Well, it-
When you do
when
the stickers, just put the date in.
yeah. Well, and the stickers could be like they could be like some sort of stamp where like you fucking put the sticker to refer to the sign here, and then when you peel the sticker off, the date comes off with it on the date
Yeah.
line because they're always side by
It's
side.
like
They're never stacked.
It's like a stamp almost.
correct. Yeah.
You know what?
And when you have to ask them the date, it's never as simple as they know the
Well,
date.
They
And
always
so-
know the date, so why not just
No,
put it in there?
no, they have to check, and then they got to get their
I'm
fucking
gonna
phone
be
out of
honest,
their
guys.
pocket.
I think it is a little bit of like a legal.
Oh,
thing.
100%. It 100% is. But you know, like, can we just sign off on legalities when we get there and be like, you date everything?
Or just give us a stamp. Do you know what I mean?
Or take your picture while you're signing.
Like, well, have a stamp at the ready with the date. So when I sign my name and write it, then I just take the stamp and do the date.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know how long it takes to write the date? Especially if like you're dealing with European stuff and you got to figure out,
Yeah.
okay, does the month go first? Does
Yep.
the date go first?
Date.
Is the year a 4-digit year? Is it a 2-digit year?
Am I forward slashing? Am I hyphenating?
I will
Am I
all-
dashing? Am I period? Is this a period establishment that I got to put periods in between them?
I will always leave like a weird, awkward space if I'm doing a 2-digit year, just in case they ask me to add the other numbers in front.
I mean,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, I signed this in 1923. Yeah, that's it. I signed this 100 years ago.
In reality, though, for how much you're paying for the shit you're signing, they should be coming up with like custom.
That's
date
why I'm a
stamps.
big fan of electronic signing now.
E-sign.
You don't even have to. You just click.
I-
It's like, and
Yeah, you
they
trace
don't
it,
even.
yeah.
Some of them don't even make it so that you have to remove your mouse.
It fast travels to the next line.
Yeah. You just go next.
You just go start the document, you click start, and then it says fill, and then you click fill, and then it says sign, fill, then it says date, and you click date, and then it just goes, you're done, and it sends you an email.
I feel like everyone that's ever signed an e-document like that, the first time they did it, they tried to do their signature with the mouse.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, it's just click the fancy writing with your name.
Yeah.
My first couple e-signatures were so shitty, and now it looks like I could have wrote the Declaration of Independence based off my signature on those things.
Hancock.
Yeah,
I did
call
one-
me Johnny H.
I did one. I did an e-document. E-sign. I e-signed today. And
Yeah, it's a
e-doc.
DocuSign.
DocuSign. There we go.
You DocuSign an e-doc.
I e-doc the
And then
DocuSign.
I don't think it's an e-doc.
it's
I
I think it's e-signing a doc.
Okay.
I think it's a DocuSign e-sign doc. Because you're electronically signing
An electronic
a
document.
doc.
Sure.
But I suppose it is also an electronic doc,
Yeah.
short for document. So it's probably DocuSign electronic signature electronic document.
You know that you've signed a
got
lot
it.
of shit when you start calling it just a doc. I got a couple docs. to
Or a
sign today.
docu. I sent you the doc.
I think doc is confusing. You could be signing a doctrine.
Only if you're a big nerd.
What's a doctrine?
I know that's what I'm saying.
It's a
Degree.
politic thing.
Yeah. If you're a big nerd, you know what doctrine is.
Well, anyway,
You were just talking.
they gave me like 10 options today on what style of signature I wanted
Yeah.
to use for my name.
Where'd
It
you
was
go?
kind of sweet.
Did you go with papyrus?
Honestly, I don't even remember. Something that was closest to my handwriting. Probably cursive.
I always go with the one that's hardest to read.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
If it's too easy to read, it's not a real signature in my mind.
Because if something later pops up, we're like, well, fuck, I'm like, Miles, you signed this, man. You're like, no, I didn't. That's not my name.
Watch me
That's
sign.
the e-docs
And then I
name.
just print my name.
Yeah, right-handed.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the point of signing anything anymore in reality?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just trust the
Like-
man's word. Just say it.
like,
Yes, I'm
wait,
cool with this.
Like, I'm going to be like, hold on. Let me try and sort out my thoughts here about docu-signing. Well, electronically signing electronic documents on DocuSign. Okay. So everyone's like, you need to have your signature. Don't let anyone like steal it. Don't, be careful where your signature's getting thrown around. And now we don't even need one. Why don't we need a signature?
I don't know, but I could have very easily done Ryan's DocuSign today, and they wouldn't have had no fucking clue.
no,
Exactly. How do they?
Was there an authenticate thing or something?
Well, like
You
goes
just
to
gotta
your
know
email.
their birthday and stuff.
But what if like Ryan was just taking a nap at his desk like he usually does around 2 p.m. and his computer was just open to his email, and I just went and signed and said that he was going to pay $1 million for his new house. They would never be able to authenticate.
They wouldn't know.
I'm not sure.
No, I usually do a quick follow up with the banker. Say, hey, just did the e-sign. You good to go on your end? Well, I'm good to go on
You
my
know-
end.
you
just
know
signed the
what?
doc.
You know what, Judge? Because we're at court now with
Sure.
this whole thing. He didn't send me the follow-up text that says,
You good?
we totes good, brah.
Guy had to have been napping. Has to be forged.
Yeah. I just don't know. It's like seems so official, but at the same time seems so willy-nilly the way we're signing documents these
It seems
days.
too easy.
Okay. Do they have e-signs, DocuSigns? Do they have DocuSigns for like kids' field trips these days? They send an email to the
My
parents?
kid would lie on every single sick slip. If
'Cause
all
I
he had to
can't-
do is get a note from dad and he DocuSign sick note.
Oh, Miles'
He
kid
would
would never
forge-
be in school
My kid.
because he'd just be signing everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm signing.
Oh, you're saying if it got
Yeah.
sent to my email?
Yeah.
I'd sign that shit so fast. My kid would be
You
going
wouldn't read it.
My kid would be going on every field trip possible. Not a chance I'm putting up a fit about that.
Did you ever have to forge your parents' signature for like a field trip?
Probably.
Yeah. I
My
did
brother
multiple
actually got caught using my dad's signature stamp.
Really?
What an idiot.
I love that.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Like, you imagine You imagine the teacher, like, they probably had to do a little bit of like, okay, well, like maybe his dad just didn't, like maybe he's used this stamp.
He just
It's like, what if he was just in his office, and he was busy and he brought him this thing and he just fucking stamped it.
Yeah.
I've told this story before on the pod, I think, but I tricked my mom into signing a paper one time. Like I got in trouble and the parents had to like sign the slip of you saying like what you did and how you're going to fix it. And I just took a blank sheet of paper. I'm like, Mom, sign this. We're starting a petition for new dodgeballs. So she signed a blank sheet of paper and I made a fake one around it and gave it to the teacher. Like my dog ripped it up. So here's this one I made.
The trace of the signature.
Yeah. No, I just took it with her signature on. I'm like, yeah, I lost my other one or whatever. So I made this one just so I wouldn't get in trouble.
Smart.
And then they gave it back to her at conferences and I got my ass in trouble.
Yeah.
Really?
I almost was going to say, it's amazing that the same brain thought up that scheme, but also ripped the pipe off of the school and flooded it, But then you came back and they gave it, so it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So you maybe would be a good children's book character, children's show character.
Terrible Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. You would be a great children's TV show, maybe.
You like Dennis the Menace, kind of.
Yeah. Tyler the Terrible. Or what is it? Terrible.
Yeah, that
Tyler.
works.
Terrible Tyler.
Suddenly he now is like a king in a kingdom.
Right.
The one true rival to Genghis Khan.
I just, when are we just like, what you think it would just be that we've gotten to fingerprints and face IDs only?
Yeah, I'd feel way more comfortable with the fingerprint thing. All computers have it now.
But also like signatures aren't that safe either, because I've had so many variations of my signatures over the year. If I did 25 signatures on a piece of paper right now, every single one would look different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think
so.
That's like Will Smith does a new signature every 10 years or something so that when people show like autograph shit, he can tell them when it was from.
That's true. That is very true.
He's still kind of a beta back bitch for, slapping Chris Rock on TV. I don't know.
I think the dust has settled there.
No, he
Well,
came, he
okay.
came out and talked about it recently.
What'd he say?
He's like, I was going through a dark time then.
Yeah, I mean, your wife has been cheating on you a lot.
Like a ton, man.
With your son's buddy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's tough.
I don't know, but
Rumors.
hey, I don't think the smoke is completely settled yet. So I don't know if it's time to hash that one out yet.
I've just started to use my initials for my signature. I'm not trying to write out my entire name anymore. So I just do my initials.
I can easily copy that.
But I do them in like I like widen them out enough to where it looks like maybe a full name, but it's not. It's just the initials.
That's kind of cool, actually.
It is. I'll show you later when we get back downstairs.
Really wide and really short.
Yeah.
That's cool.
My favorite are when like athletes just do like, let's say, I don't know if this is LeBron's signature, but he would just do an L, a giant L, a bunch of squiggles, and then a J, and then a bunch of squiggles. I think those look the best.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a classic.
It's just clearly they're just drawing up and down for the rest of their letters.
They're in the volume game too.
Mhm.
So they're trying to just like get in and out quick.
I think that's sweet. I'm going to start doing that. Just a big T and a big Z and a bunch of squiggly lines.
What are we even going to ever need to sign anything in the future?
I don't know.
Is it just, fingerprints, the Face ID? Is it like, are they going to be able to because everything's going to be electronic.
Yeah.
Like the only reason the bank you actually still have to sign something is because the government won't switch over yet.
Right.
I was asking my banker about it. He came to the office. I had to sign something. I looked him dead in his eyes. I was like, what are we doing? This is 2022. We don't I like seeing you, but this could have easily happened over the, I could just do
Over the
clicking.
DocuSign. Yeah.
I could just be clicking.
I already had a font picked out for today.
Yeah.
You could,
I mean,
Yeah, you can just FaceTime each other and then go through the DocuSign. That's easy.
I don't know why we're even doing that.
The Face ID is an interesting thing too, because like going back to signing slips for field trips, it's like your mom literally has to like get on the Face ID and acknowledge yes, it's okay for that slip to be signed.
Oh, we know
There's no forging at all.
Well, why don't they just take a video of your mom approving this? Like, Just
Because then I would have just random videos in my phone of parents being like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah,
Okay,
no, just
bud.
one video.
And then you just edit. You get them to say a full sentence where just,
No.
"Okay, bud."
They can hold a newspaper up.
no, but it's like I approve little Tyler to go on the fucking Bonanzaville field trip. Like
I
it's just it's just a sentence that they read off. Now, whether or not the kid's got a gun on the other side of the phone,
Or they do like a face swap. It's just them.
Yeah,
They
a
just
deep
put their
fake.
yeah.
Good deep fake them.
Okay, but if a kid can deepfake, he deserves to be able to get away
Absolutely.
with
He's
that.
got to be going to Bonanzaville for sure.
And his name is probably Dylan.
Probably.
Deep fake Dylan.
Because the one thing about Dylan's is they're
Resourceful.
They're
they're
entrepreneurial.
They're insane, but they're also like clever and smart.
Yes.
Like, so they would do that once, realize they could do it, and then start selling them to other kids to get them into stuff.
All right, just get a photo of your parent, and I'll get you a deep fake permissions video.
By 8 a.m.
Yeah.
It'll cost you one algebra project.
That's
though.
like that's the new form of burning CDs for your buddies for like
Yeah.
$5 a CD.
LimeWire's
I'll make
dead.
you I'll make you a mixtape instead. I'll deep fake your permission slips for the rest of the year for
Yeah.
$50.
The next LimeWire is going to not be pirated music. It'll be deep fake technology.
Yeah.
Fake
Yeah.
parents.
Everything starts in the porn industry. I'm convinced.
Well, it starts there and then it slowly.
We're gonna be
makes
using
it-
deep fakes for all sorts of stuff. You know, it's like it just starts. That porn's been doing deep fakes for like 15 years. I bet.
back in the Ron Jeremy days.
I don't know. As soon as computers were invented, the porn industry is and like the porn industry and farmers are the most advanced people.
It's true. Farmers have had the giant Teslas built planting their crops, like not an actual
here.
Tesla, but like just auto driving like
Farmers
combines and shit.
Are so smart with technology, and the porn industry has been understanding supply and demand for a long time.
Trailblazers.
Yeah. Well, it's great when you get out of the industry. Like you usually have a job lined up somewhere in technology.
In porn, you're talking.
Well, no, when you get out of the industry, you're so technologically advanced. It's easy to get a job
Yeah,
after that
it
in
is.
some sort of technological space, whether it's Tesla or Apple.
Like
Well,
if we
just
were
think
hiring
about
for
your resume. I was in the military. I was a chef,
Oh, here we go.
plumber,
a plumber,
software engineer.
I was a school teacher.
Yep.
I was also a student.
Student. I was
Yeah.
a football coach.
Student of the game.
Teacher to student.
The plumber's a good one.
Actually, for a brief stint there, I delivered pizzas.
I was a chauffeur.
Did we say construction worker yet?
No.
Yeah, okay, add that to the
And
list.
like the list goes on and on.
yeah.
No, I tried to think of why the porn industry, other than deepfakes, is really advanced. And I think recently they've been into VR, so I think that would constitute like that's
You
the
think?
new deepfakes.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, that's what I've heard from my buddies Ryan and Tyler, who've watched a lot of it.
Go home, put the headset on.
Yeah,
That's what I know from my buddies.
my buddies have been telling me about it.
That's a fucking every school kid out there. No, I wasn't on. My buddies.
Dylan showed it to me.
My buddies, they don't go here. You don't know them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think those two are probably the things that puts them up there on technologically advanced. Mostly the deep fake and VR
Yeah.
technology.
That was the first HD video I ever watched.
I mean, they were doing 4K.
Yeah.
2K was even a
It
thing.
took 30 minutes to load up, but it was HD.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
like
just-
NBA hasn't even got past 2K, but porn is 4K now, and they're fucking advanced. Like you just you weigh these industries out, like which one's gonna be at top?
Pretty soon it's gonna get you like the NFL 8K cam or the 16K cam.
Yeah,
We'll have that
Well,
too.
yeah, 8K. Yeah. Would be kind of be kind of fucking weird to have the GoPro 360 cam. Do they get a behind the scenes as well?
Yeah.
Well, then is it actually a POV or is it like a 360?
I don't know.
Well, that's when
OV.
that's when there's like a party going on and you can look in any direction.
What kind of party though?
You know, like it's just like a whole gang's there. The whole gang's hanging out. You know, it's like
Drinking sake?
What are
maybe?
they?
no, like no, not that quiet gang. I was just thinking more like they're there because it's like the end of the year. They're going out with a bang. Just
It's
the
like
whole gang.
it's like your buddies on a sports trip in a hotel room after the
Yeah.
coaches came by and checked if you're sleeping. Like, are you talking that kind of? Are you talking that kind of party?
No.
What fucking party are you talking about? Tyler?
Gangbangs, Ryan.
That's why I said this. Are they drinking sake?
That's bukkake.
I mean,
Same
it's
church.
interchangeable.
No, it's not.
Usually, if one is like to have one, you probably have the other.
What was your analogy
Come on. Did you just say that you and your hockey buddies,
I wasn't in hockey. No, sports buddies.
sports buddies,
Hockey.
you and your hockey buddies were in a hotel room when you weren't supposed to be. Your hockey sticks. Gang banging. Is that what you said?
We were not gang banging, dude. I didn't play hockey. They weren't hockey sticks. We weren't gang banging.
You said it with so much confidence.
Because I didn't know what you were talking about. Okay? So what I thought you were talking about
Was what? It's
was not what I was referring to.
You guys, how did we get here?
We were talking about how cold the weather was.
Oh yeah, cold weather's here.
Yeah. Not great for the porn industry.
No, great. No one's going out and doing anything.
Bit nippy.
I mean, we don't need it to be negative 16 degrees out.
No, we don't.
What, can we just invent something that makes that not happen?
So we could like have everyone open their windows and doors and turn the heat up.
Yeah. We could quite literally heat the whole neighborhood.
Right.
Why have we never thought about that? Okay.
The problem is though.
Why, when it gets to be negative temperatures out, don't we all just open our doors and windows and heat the whole neighborhood?
Exactly.
Because if one neighborhood did it, then the next, and then all of a sudden every neighborhood in the world would do it, and then all of a sudden the whole globe would be warm, and then it'd be like global warming.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
And
But
That's
also like
global warming.
yeah,
also great selling point to up the value on that house.
this is a warm
like, hey, my
ass
whole
neighborhood.
fucking neighborhood is on board with this.
Yeah.
We got a Facebook group like
neighborhood.
Instead of
boys, 4 a.m. Doors open, garage doors shut. No, garage doors open. Blast the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a strict once it hits below 10-degree rule.
Buddy down the street's got a fucking 1,000-pound propane tank just running that
Yeah.
bitch solid.
HOA fees in the winter should
Yeah.
go towards heating the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's
Everyone
HOT
takes,
fees.
yeah. It's what?
HOT fees then.
Heating
That was
of
good, dude.
the, wait, what?
Hot. It's just hot.
Oh,
Hot fees.
homeowners temperature. I think we have a better chance at world peace than we do getting all of the dads to agree to heat the whole neighborhood. Right? Like,
Yes.
but world peace is coming before that. So
Or you
maybe
get-
it's
part of the-
not the best idea.
Part of the HOA, though.
You get like the
Everyone
one.
pays it.
Yeah, you get like the one grumpy dad that's like, oh, finally gives in. He's like, fine, I'll do it, but I'm not turning it up past 68.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I mean, if we can figure out how to keep snow off of driveways in the middle of a blizzard, we can figure out how to heat a fucking neighborhood.
Yeah. What if we just got like a giant, everyone in the neighborhood hooked their gas line up to one giant sunflower heater that was pointed down in our neighborhood.
Yeah. Imagine
Then
if,
everyone's sharing the gas.
imagine if heat didn't rise, it fell.
it
be
doesn't,
allowed.
though. That's like law of science.
Imagine
what
if,
if
it
it
did,
did?
though.
If heat fell,
Yeah.
Just imagine if it did.
but it doesn't.
There'd be no hot air balloons.
I know it
There'd be
doesn't.
hot air
But just
submarines.
imagine
Yeah.
if it did.
Yeah, hot air balloon industry would be fucked.
I'm not even concerned about the hot air
They would be
balloon
cold
at this
air
point. We
balloons
don't even
then.
have hot air balloons here. Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go, guys.
Go on.
We're gonna put a dome over our neighborhood.
Yes.
So when the hot air rises, we're gonna have dome over, fan blowing down, heat rising, convection oven of heat in the winter, and I'm going to call it the greenhouse effect. I just thought of that right now.
Well, Miles, you're at US Bank Stadium, and you said the windows were very warm.
Thermal.
So it'd be something like that.
No shit.
No, not thermal. Yeah, no. Yeah. What kind of heat is that?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I think it's thermal.
UV ray heat. I don't know. I got a sunburn that day. It sucked.
Indoors?
No, I'm just kidding, guys. Just relax.
Well, worried about
I
your
wore
skin.
sunglasses
My
and sunscreen.
God.
Indoors?
He's pasty, dude. Relax,
I'm a white dude in North Dakota in December. What did you think was going to happen?
You're a white dude in Minnesota in December.
in November.
Yeah, it's different church, same.
Okay, let's stick with, though, everyone heating the neighborhood. I mean, how much would it really cost?
Not that much.
We could take some fun, like, okay, let's think of something that we waste a lot of money on. Let's skip
DoorDash.
Let's skip 1 year of repairing roads. Take that money, put it towards heating the neighborhoods.
Why don't we have heated roads in our neighborhoods? Because if the
Heated roads is a great start.
Yeah, if we
It's
can't,
not a great start.
if we can't trick the heat to come down,
Why not?
we'll just put the heat below us.
it's
It's
not
gonna
give
come
off
up.
enough heat to heat.
But heat rises.
Yeah,
I know, but it's not giving off enough heat
if you get a good
to
enough
heat the
heater,
whole neighborhood.
you get a good enough heater. It will. Floor heating's a thing in houses.
We'll get it really
That is
hot.
true.
We'll get it really hot.
It's just like floor heating for the whole neighborhood.
Did you guys know that concrete has no R value?
I don't
That's
know.
why heated floors work.
What does that mean?
So R value is I don't know the correct term, but it's like the insulation factor, right? So like insulation might be like R12 or something like that.
Sure.
Or your garage doors will be a R12, 14, whatever. R value in concrete is 0.
So it holds heat or doesn't?
It doesn't. That's why your basement floor is so cold.
Oh.
I learned that from my dad. I don't know. He might. I don't know where he found that out because he hasn't read a book since like.
So we don't know what the R stands for.
No, God, no. And I don't think anyone does. I think that's one of those things that got lost in translation a long time ago.
Yeah. Pirates, maybe.
Well,
Arr.
Aztecs or something.
The R value. It's R value 0.
So what would you say? How much heat's getting through? 18?
You know, R18 value. That's
And that right there is a blue collar joke that not a lot of people are going to get.
Yeah, like the 100 concrete workers that
Yeah.
listen to this podcast are rolling.
Yep. The Brotherhood of the Traveling Concrete
Yep.
comments.
Yeah, it's
Pants.
The Brotherhood of the Traveling Concrete Comment Pants.
That's a joke that if you follow our Patreon, you'll get. You can go find it at patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio. We're on our way to 2,000. We're gonna think of something good for that. We keep saying that. But we're gonna have a meeting
fuck that. Yeah.
by the end of the year. Let's figure out something.
Okay.
By the middle of January. No, I'm just kidding. We'll figure out something.
We got to figure it out before 2000.
I don't know. I think heating the whole neighborhood's plausible. I mean, we could put a fucking man on the moon, but we can't heat the whole neighborhood.
I mean, Johnny Sins went to the moon.
You gotta get Johnny Sins out of your brain.
Out of
You
your
and
head.
your hockey buddies. It's time you.
I didn't even play hockey,
Hey,
dude.
you and your hockey buddies. It's time you take the Johnny Sins poster down in the bedroom.
enough grab ass.
Yeah, enough grab ass and put the hockey sticks
Close the yearbook.
in the case. Close the yearbook.
I didn't play hockey.
Maybe it's time that you hang up the old skates and get into 2022 where the whole world doesn't revolve around Johnny Sins.
Well, it kind of does because he does everything.
Utility man. What was I saying?
Heat it in the neighborhood.
I think we can get it. I mean, that's kind of my go-to is we can put a man on the moon, but we can't do this. But then again, we might have an issue with global warming if we started heating the whole neighborhood.
We'll just do it in the winter when it's
Yeah,
like We'll have a rule like if it's below 0, we do.
So why? Okay, here we go. Why can restaurants or where you get sweet shots where you guys go play golf in the winter, they have the big overhead heaters?
Yep.
If it really, restaurants are like some of the cheapest people on planet Earth because they have to be because their margins are razor thin. Why are we not using the infrared heat stuff that they have?
Oh yeah.
For more stuff, you know, like on every light pole should be one of those in the winter, or like
Every bus stop.
yeah,
Yeah, bus stops have them.
they do.
Certain some.
Did you do a news story about that back in the day?
No, I didn't. But
It does seem like something you would do a news story.
Probably.
for.
No, he's trying to cut costs on gas, so he's riding the bus.
Yeah,
No, we don't have them here.
he's like, actually, I
promise.
just found that out last week.
We don't have the heat things at the bus stops.
Yeah,
I
well,
think Minneapolis has them.
Yep.
sure.
But I mean, let's get a couple big brains on this thing. Let's get.
Like they've proven they can do it because remember with the first year of COVID, restaurants were kind of doing this outside. Like they had the
They're
big
doing
heat
igloos.
lifts.
domed.
Yeah, but
Domed
it wasn't
igloos.
quite. It was good, but it could be better.
Yeah.
So they have the capabilities of pulling it off.
Just at a maximum level,
Mhm.
a bigger scale.
Yeah, they just need to stop skimping.
Ryan, gun to your head. How do you fix how cold it is?
I mean, I'm going with the dome, 100%. They already know how to make domes. Imagine how many houses you could fit in one dome.
There's
That-
a whole Stephen King book
well,
about
time
it.
out.
You could fit. I bet
Time
you
out.
could fit
My
20.
head's about to explode because usually I measure shit in how many football fields, never in how many houses.
Well, if you have a neighborhood of sub 2K SQFT
Hold
houses,
on. Look up how many acres US Bank Stadium is on.
Then you got
it all boils down to the HOA fees. If
Yeah.
everything's just baked in, literally,
I think the dome's the move too because then it's only the houses in the dome you're heating up. It's not the whole globe.
correct. It's a neighborhood by neighborhood type of case.
What's the verdict?
Can't find acres.
Cam Akers, he plays for.
So it's 1.75 million square feet.
Well, I could do the math. So it's Google the square footage of a football field. So that's just, yeah, right there. It's an acre. So it's a little over an acre. So it's 1.32 acres. Probably a football field on either side for the stands.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're up to 3-4 acres rounded. Probably one on each end. Another football field of stands, don't you say?
Oh,
Yep.
at least, yeah.
So that's another 2, 4, 5, 6, 6.6-ish acres. We'll just round it out to with the external factors, 10 acres.
Works
That's
for-
10 homes.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Or is it
Hey,
more though?
so-
Look at they're packing people into apartments right
Yeah, I
now.
was
Why
gonna
do that
say.
when you can just pack in like some townhomes
Yeah.
into a US Bank style stadium? I mean, the price of that is
Yeah,
going to be ridiculous,
and you
but
could-
at the same time, you're never going to be cold.
Yeah, Miles, you're thinking single homes per
Yeah, you could
acre.
build
You can
up.
stack
And then
these
like
babies up.
if you're fucking chilling on the 30-yard
Standard
line,
of living is just through the
Hey,
floor.
but we're warm though.
I mean, your buddy down the street in the end zone, like he's fucking chilling.
But you guys got to remember that, like, it's about going outside. It's not about where because your house is heated.
Yeah.
right,
But
so you
if I-
gotta, no. So then you have the concourse with concessions and shit.
Okay, that's actually a
Mhm.
really good idea.
Well-
Why aren't we building neighborhoods similar to stadiums?
Correct.
As an indoor feature that has a concourse that has your groceries,
And it's walkable.
that's walkable, has your dry cleaning, because a lot of people are doing dry cleaning these days.
Yep,
It's a
yeah.
thriving market.
Gas.
Yeah, outside. you bringing your car inside?
Get carbon dioxide.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true.
Why are we doing this?
Banks.
It's
Instead of demolishing an old football stadium, let's refurbish and try a housing thing.
I think it's like
That'd be
what
cool.
we've
Imagine a
just-
football game you could have on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That would be electric.
Well,
You have a tournament.
Yeah, fuck. Like fucking House 210 over
That's
there
like
is
the dog
dominating.
park where they put a fucking play set in there. All of a sudden, it's just like that's Central Park.
Yeah.
In the stadium.
Yep.
And then it just like you just tier stack. I mean the weight of all the housing stuff you'd have to renovate and do for it.
Also,
The engineering, it would probably collapse if you added too much weight. But if you built it from scratch, might be plausible.
you could turn each suite into a like studio or 1-bedroom apartment. Rent those babies out for a premium.
You've got a single
Well, no,
floor.
that's what you would build. So wait, time out. In your mind, we're not building rooms. We're just everyone just gets a cot. We remove all of the
No,
Just live in the suites.
No, the suite is one apartment.
No, hear me right. So to get enough people in there, where you want to go like Hurricane Katrina style,
No,
everyone gets a cot.
Hey, it's really cold out.
There's houses on the field. There are not rooftop condos. There are apartments in the suites.
So what are the rest of the seats for?
And seats are taken out. I mean, think about how high the houses are going to be.
I'm so glad you're not an architect.
I print T-shirts.
There you go.
I'm picturing this as like a bougie dorm system.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like section 108, right?
Yeah, like
And let's say it's got 50 rows. Those 50 rows get turned into 5 little apartments and they build out a little thing and then you stack them couple on top of that.
yeah, and like all of the fancy stuff in the concourse you're saying is just like a better version of the campus
So,
coffee shop.
Like each level is like step down like that, right? 5 of those rows would be one thing and they'd put part of it on stilts so it'd be a flat ground.
That's what you do with the suites then. Just fucking demolish them.
That's part of the businesses.
It's kind of like, well, like, I mean, New York's got the tall buildings and everyone's packed in like sardines. Why don't they just put a roof on it? Let's just start putting roofs over the buildings. So when you're walking outside, it's all enclosed. You just heat it and you don't got to deal about snow.
I could get really hot in the summer.
I think the building is enclosed, so why do you need another?
But walking outside sucks.
It makes
Let's put a roof on the roof. Like a canopy over the streets.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
Because they're so sardined in there.
yeah. What if you want to go chill on the rooftop? You got to go double rooftop.
well, we got
Yeah, fuck! I made it to one roof. I
No,
gotta go to
chilling on the
next.
rooftop's kosher. It's good
Sure.
because they got another rooftop over top of you.
Yeah.
what do we do about airports? Where do they land? The planes.
Oh, it's a helicopter
Well,
system.
we're not just putting one giant
Dome.
dome over the world.
Well, if it's like New York City, there's airports there.
It's just a luxury that like a nicer apartment or
Yeah.
house will have is
Yeah.
the domed feature to it.
We're not saying everyone gets.
And we don't have to do this in the South. They don't got to worry about it. They don't got to worry about snow in
Okay.
the South. It's just a select
Well,
area.
Texas did last year.
I know, but I might do up a drawing for you guys so you really know what you can pick up what I'm putting down,
yeah.
but
Yeah, we got the gist of it.
Yeah. I think the worst part about the freezing cold is not necessarily even being outside. It is when you forget to start your truck and you got to drive in your freezing ass vehicle.
yeah.
The sounds that my truck has
Oh.
been making.
It
The
feels
beauty of newer cars though is they did figure out how to heat it up faster.
it does heat up faster, but still the first 5 minutes of that, like especially the leather seats, it's like ice to your skin and you can feel it when you turn your steering wheel. It's like your vehicle itself is sore.
Yeah,
And it's like it's a
Well,
little
especially
bit
being in
stiff turning around.
4-wheel drive, those joints are not moving
Mhm.
fast at all.
If you go out to your car, you get in and there's a big layer of snow on the windshield and you turn on those wipers and nothing happens, what do?
I wipe it off.
Y'all fuck.
Do you like properly wipe it off or are you just doing one swipe with your forearm on either side and then just getting in the car. That's what I'm doing. I'm going one swipe of the forearm.
I think this is a good litmus test for personalities because I'm very thorough. I clean the shit out of my windshield.
Yeah, because you're a spaz.
Yeah.
I did that yesterday. And my door was open, so like half the snow fell.
Yeah.
Or the worst is like you're checking it to see if the snow will come off, and you're like your door's still open. You're kind of just standing in it just to see if you got to wipe it, and then it just goes on to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We got to figure out something though up here in the northern part of the United States that when you open a car door that has snow on it, the snow doesn't fall onto your seat. And then you have to do the wipe it off, but then you don't get it all, and then you sit down. You can feel the snow. You can feel the snow melting onto your pants, and then you like, crap! Is there going to be a spot on my pants when I get up?
Yeah.
Might look weird looking at my pants when I get out at the store, So you got to figure out something there. Maybe like just a little fan,
little
in
dome.
your car that just like every time it opens, it goes, just blows the snow out.
What they should make like those tubed vacuum cleaners that you use at the gas station at Holiday for the inside of your truck.
Boats have been doing this. If you have a buddy with a fancy wake boat,
Say that.
they have the vent, the
hot vent,
where the heat comes out of.
Oh,
They can pull it out, and it's got like an extension tube, and you can like put it under your towel.
Yeah.
really?
Warm your balls up.
Why don't we have that in cars?
Doesn't
That
make
would be
sense.
so nice. I need
That's gonna heat the fucking car up way quicker than anything else. Maybe not the heated steering wheel, but having one of those.
But just think, your girl is like, oh my god, turn this seat heater on. It's so cold. Oh, and you just go, fucking.
fucking air guitar.
Fucking.
Spelling your face.
Hey, shut up. You pull out the. Hey, Anne's gonna hit this. Hopefully she isn't listening.
Shut it
anymore.
over there. Take this too.
Hey, shut up. And you pull out the vent thing and you just hand it to her, and then she just aims it down her shirt. She's gonna be happy as a clam.
Yeah, well,
First time she's had anything down her shirt in a while. So
It's one happy clam.
well, they've been wearing them long jacket. Like girls wear those long jackets.
yeah,
Stick it up.
all the way down to their
Yeah.
knees and just stick it underneath the undercarriage and just
Like-
heat it all up.
How did they get away with those long jackets? Like it's just a trench coat, but made out of a different
Well, it keeps your
material
thighs
now.
warm though. That's the thing.
But it's a zipper. It's not buttons. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that's actually a really
phenomenal
good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
fucking
think
throw your
about, but think how good it would feel even in the summer with the AC blowing and you're driving, and it's like you're on one of those beer commercials where it's like we have record high temperatures, and then it's like fuck, it's so hot out, and then they look on the side of the road and it's a guy standing with a cooler full of beer. I want that feeling in the car,
Yeah.
and all you'd have to do is have one of those things and just point it right at your face.
So
That would be.
we
elite,
all know
honestly.
that none of us would point it at our face. It would go directly
To
up
our
our
balls.
shorts. Yep.
Yeah, balls.
Do you think that'd be better
Balls.
than?
That's
sweat.
why I love AC seats.
Do you think this is better than AC seats because you can control the direction better?
Not one is better than the other. I think that they can coexist.
Okay.
And it's more of a symbiotic relationship.
So I didn't know this technology existed in boats, so I must need wealthier friends. One, two. If they can do it in boats, they have to have done it in a car at some point.
No, they
I don't know.
haven't.
The car industry is snooty.
That's so
They have
weird.
not done it
The
in
car
the
industry if I know anything about the car industry, is that they are snobby.
Well, stupid.
They are snooty. They are stubborn. There are a lot
They're
of
fucking assholes.
There are a lot of S words that I don't even know.
Yeah. Stupid question, but is there more batteries on a boat than a car?
No,
I would say less.
I would say the
No.
equal amount.
Same. There's multiple batteries on a boat.
Gotta be.
There's
I don't
one
know.
battery in a car. Am I right on that?
I don't
Yeah.
fucking know shit
I
about
don't, that's
engines.
my like theory.
I think it's
on
very
why.
similar. Battery wise, I think they're similar.
Okay.
Similar wattage.
I think it's fine,
A
though.
boat
It's
is
like-
just a car.
On water.
Like literally,
Yeah, I
some
was
of the
just talking about
nice
battery
wake boats
situation.
have car engines in them,
Yeah.
so it's just the same.
You've never like wake surfed behind a Chevy before?
No.
It's Ford Raptor.
I've gone
truck.
wake surfing before. Maybe this boats had it, but
Getting fucked.
What you say, Jared?
Ford Raptor trucks. No, I think at the end of the day, air vent tube technology needs to be utilized in more spaces, even at your house. You know, like let's stop putting fireplaces in our house and let's just start getting tube vents on the floor that when you're cold, you just, and then all of a sudden we have another tube city on our hands.
Well, they've started to do that with beds now. You can buy like a unit where a tube runs up underneath of your covers, and it basically makes AC covers.
Oh,
Yeah, your cousin has one.
How do you know that?
Well, no, she was telling me about it because we were looking into one.
Okay. Bigly on board with that, though.
From what I've heard, it's great. Yeah, just a tube that runs at the end of your bed, up your covers, AC covers, no problem. And it's temp controlled too, so you can like, hey, at 2 a.m. make the sheets go like to this temperature. You can do shit like that.
Sweet. So it's under the sheet or under the blankets?
It's under the sheets.
That's cool.
It's like, yeah, it's free.
Because I like that because I wouldn't want it to be like too high powered and like the fucking blankets are waving.
You been on the sheets before? How do you?
Well, that thing's freakish in the sheets.
Oh,
That was bad.
You led me into that. You literally led me into that.
All right. Well, regardless how this goes down, you know, I don't know if we found the solution for heating the whole neighborhood here, but
We brought
at
up the
least we're
problem.
starting the conversation, right? That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to walk from my car to the building and not have my nose hairs freeze together.
I'm
That's
with
all
you
I
on that.
really want.
that is a strange feeling.
It is. I mean, it is kind of cool, but then when it thaws out, your nose starts running. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's
So,
gross.
We're gonna take a break and we're gonna keep it rolling. Ryan,
Hello.
know what my New Year's resolution is this year? Just thought of a new one.
Hydroxychloroquine.
No,
What is it, Miles?
it's getting in a new Ford Raptor truck with you and heading on down to the indoor gun range this winter.
Ooh, that.
What
It'll be
is,
fun. I got something. I'll drive myself, I think.
okay. All I'm saying is it would be nice to not have to go an entire winter without shooting our Mossberg guns.
You gotta stay sharp.
We gotta stay sharp. You know, the other night we actually, Ann and I were sleeping. There was a loud bang. I think it was house settling.
House sounds.
It was house sounds, house settling.
Yeah.
But you know me. I was like, this is my opportunity to sweep the house with a new Mossberg 9mm. So I fucking sweep the house.
Yeah.
We're talking there wasn't a single dust speck left after I swept that house.
Yeah. There's a single skin cell.
Came back in, fucking popped the clip out, said, "And we're good to go. Go back to sleep." Felt good.
And she's like, I've already been sleeping because I trusted you so much with that Mossberg.
Yeah, she barely even woke up because she knew I was already had my tactical gear on,
Okay,
ready to go. And for that reason, I can't go 3-4 months without making sure my aim's correct.
Correct. Quick question. Why do they not have indoor clay pigeon shooting ranges?
That would be really cool.
I mean, you just are blowing. It'd be like, imagine if you went.
No, but they gotta have something like there's gotta be something that can
Yeah.
absorb BBs on the other side of where you're shooting.
Well, what you could do
Like, what
is
about
you just get an overhead thing with the heaters like they do at Sweet Shots, and then it just goes out because it doesn't matter where
That's
you're
true.
shooting
That's
out
That
to.
is true.
or
Yeah.
that have Kevlar walls?
That sounds really expensive.
That's a one-time fee.
Yeah, just get a bunch of old tires,
Yeah.
Kevlar tires.
Okay, but to stay on track here,
Yeah, go on.
what do you think? Do you think we should do that?
I would love to be able to shoot in the wintertime.
Well, your wish is my command.
Pistol, rifle, don't matter.
Okay, so we do. I'll put this on Tyler. Tyler's in charge of lining up an indoor gun range with our Mossbergs this winter. New Year's resolution.
Okay. So I'm in charge of your New Year's resolution.
Correct.
Okay.
And you
'Cause I
know
don't
what we
get-
call that?
Delegation.
Good business. Delegations, baby.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're going to do. And I encourage everyone listening to this, Get to the range in the winter. It doesn't have to be an off season.
I'll be breaking that scope out of the case in November, ready to deer hunt, thinking it's still sighted in. Because odds are it's probably not.
Yeah. Got to get to the range this winter. Grab your Mossberg. Go to mossberg.com. Get yourself. It's also another great excuse. Well, I'm going to the range. I need a Mossberg. I got to see how straight these barrels really are.
Mm-hmm. And then go straight to the range.
Straight.
No.
Go to mossberg.com. Get yourself a straight barrel and go straight to the range.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Mossberg.com. Found where all websites can be found.
The World Wide
The
Web.
internet. Yeah.
World Wide Web. Ever heard of it? Ryan,
Hello.
how much gas you got in your truck right now?
111 miles left.
I have
A little over-
64. Getting down there. It's getting cold. I don't want to get much lower than this.
I
So
know.
you know what I got to do?
Starts to gel up.
I got to head to the old Holiday G station.
The H.
What does the G stand for?
Gas.
What?
How do they know I got gas? You know?
Tell them.
that's why I like to hang out there. They know I got gas. I don't know. We'll find it. We're finding it.
Maybe it's just always with you, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
you're searching for the wrong thing.
I don't know if it's appropriate for an ad read, but while you're pumping gas this winter, I want you
Keep
to,
passing gas.
while you're pumping gas and passing gas, ripping gas into the old front seat captain's chair.
Yeah.
I want you to ponder this. Is gas that comes out of your body poop vapor? Or is it air passing over poop?
Well, it's methane.
Ponder
air.
that.
Methane.
Yeah, it's none of those.
What if you could heat
No,
it?
but
What if you could...
does the reason why it smells farty, is it because it's passing over poop or because it's poop vapor?
What if you
Like
could...
steam coming off of poop inside of you? No, we're not going to discuss that here. I want the listeners to ponder that while they're filling up with gas at the gas station called Holiday. Blue light, look for the neon, get it done. Winter project for everyone listening. Ponder it, come up with your own idea. To discuss it at a later date. No, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear your theory.
No, this has nothing to do with... No, this has to
Holiday
do with...
gas stations are found where all gas stations can be found that are called Holiday. Ryan, what's going on?
What if you could heat the neighborhood off of everyone's gas?
I mean,
pass.
It's we have to at least
It's a viable option.
throw that hat in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Methane, Jared.
Right.
Same as gasoline.
But that's a greenhouse gas, literally, ain't it? The methane
I don't know
gas.
anything
Yeah.
about greenhouses. I've never been a part of that.
You ever been in a greenhouse?
Well, the thing is why? What is the advantage of greenhouses? Is that you can grow stuff in the winter?
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a controlled environment from like the elements and like the rain
Yeah.
and all that shit.
But wouldn't it be getting the UV rays or the sunlight through a film? Wouldn't that be less good? So it wouldn't be as good of a nutritious snack for the plant?
well, I'm thinking like wind wise and all that stuff.
I suppose. You know what? Hey,
And it traps moisture.
checkmate. You got me there.
It traps moisture in there
Drops
too.
moisture, yeah.
Yeah.
Creates its own little weather system. The moisture
Yeah.
rises, it drips back down. The moisture rises over and over and over.
Rise with the heat.
Cycle.
Very good.
Recycled rising water.
Yes.
What else you guys want to talk about other than science?
Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas.
Fuck, it is Christmas coming up here.
Is that this weekend?
That's
Yeah.
this weekend.
You guys got so you guys got all your presents bought?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No,
Sure
I
don't.
did. I did have a present come in from Amazon though yesterday.
Nice.
Broken.
Oh yeah, you tell me about this. That
Tried to get a new
blow.
one. Can't get it till after Christmas.
So what do you
That's
do?
fine. Just put a picture of it in an
No,
envelope and give it to them.
I literally took the instruction deal out of the broken gift, and I'm just gonna put that in a card.
All right.
You'll get it in a couple
Who
days.
is it for?
Well, you should give
My wife.
her the broken one and,
what,
be like, hey,
what,
new one's
what did
coming.
you get her?
My love.
No, what?
Is your left broken?
She's gonna listen to this. I'm not gonna say what I
I was
got.
trying to trick
I know.
him into
I
telling
fucking
you.
knew right
God,
away.
So-
sniff that out.
Can you
So-
give her the broken one and be like, hey, new one's coming?
No, because I don't get one sent to me until I send the broken one back.
Oh. That makes sense.
Also,
how that
though,
works.
I feel like when you're married, I wouldn't know I'm not married yet, but kind of, I don't think it changes that much.
Oh, it does.
Gifts don't. I don't know. I mean, I guess everyone listened to the episode between me and Ann. We don't give a shit about gifts at all.
Do you get each other?
So if
gifts?
like I got something and it was broken, I just be like, "Hey, your gift broke. It's come back." She'd be like, "Okay, that's cool."
You should have the opposite reaction and just get all pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, no. Well, we talked about this earlier on Tyler and I's podcast.
Phone Roll Podcast
can
we
be
found.
Double Bogey Show. What did we call them, Tyler? Not receipts,
Technically,
but
it's my podcast, but
Give me more context.
like anyway. So here's what you do: you get a blank piece of paper.
Oh, the coupons.
The coupon.
Yeah.
The coupon is a great free. It's a cheap way to give someone a memorable gift. Now, what you could do, you can
I'd
get.
rather pay.
You could get no, but you could get.
I'd rather buy a gift than fucking give a coupon for like a back rub.
No.
No.
You say one. Hey,
Experiences.
here's one coupon for you to make me a sandwich.
That's fucked up, Ryan. How would you even think of I wouldn't even think of saying something like that.
Here's one coupon for you to do
This is- you're
dishes
what's
all
wrong.
year round.
Here's one coupon for you to leave the house and leave me alone for a whole weekend.
You're what's fucking wrong with this world, Ryan. That's so messed
Hey,
up.
I'm on Ryan's side.
That's so messed up that you would ever
really?
even say that.
I'm going to give Becky a coupon that says, here's one coupon for you to take the kids away for the whole weekend so you can go and enjoy some one-on-one time with them.
No, Tyler, you're gonna give her a coupon that says, "Here's one coupon for one more child."
Yeah. It's expired.
It expires end of
No,
2023.
this expires in 30 minutes, so you better get ready.
Hell yeah! Grandma,
reading
Grandpa,
it.
watch the kids.
She's reading it, and then she looks up at you, and you take off the VR headset, and you're just rock hard. You're like, "Let's do it."
No,
baby."
he's shirt cocking it already. He's just naked in the living room.
We
Kids
got
are
29 minutes left.
honey, kids are up in 5
I'm
minutes.
just I'm holding mistletoe.
You're gonna want to catch the VR wave.
Tyler's
All
on the
right.
mistletoe over.
Yeah, right by my belly button, I got a thing of mistletoe.
And then he's like, "Well, so side note, you wouldn't believe how much the porn industry innovates. It's just insane." She's like, "Wait, what were you watching there?" "Nothing. I was playing Wii bowling."
I was watching the football game in 360.
That was all that clattering you heard off the speaker.
Clattering.
I was playing Wii.
They do a drum solo at the beginning of every Wii bowling now.
So, anyways, you want to redeem that coupon?
Clock's ticking.
I mean, it does expire, so
You got 30 minutes. We can get it
If
done a lot
you
of
think
times. than that.
Tyler needs 30 minutes, my God.
Well, it's just to get prepped, you know.
well, I mean,
She's like, "What are we going to do the other 29 and a half minutes?"
we're gonna
Like,
cut.
we're never gonna find out if you don't cash that in.
He's like, "Oh, here's another coupon. You're
Here's
going to make
29
me a sandwich."
29 and a half minutes of cuddling with a sandwich on my chest.
That's what these are for. And I pull out a pack of Marbreds.
Nice. Diesels.
Jared.
Well, you think it worked this time, or?
Worked
Well,
the
it's
last
worked
two.
every other time, so the coupon route is elite.
You wouldn't let me get a vasectomy, so I've just been microwaving my balls the last couple months
I'm like
in
Stan Marsh.
preparation.
Yeah. Had my balls on the defroster in the truck.
I turned my truck vacuum on high and just roasted those puppies.
Yeah. Threw the heat on the floor and threw my balls on the weather tech.
Slept with the laptop on my lap.
I've just been sticking my nuts in the door and slamming it.
My laptop is so hot at this point from this. There's this one guy on the internet who's so versatile in his employment. And my laptop is steaming.
It's such a stretch.
What was the balls on the laptop thing that Jared
Speaking of
was talking about?
stretch. Oh.
Becca, here's one free yoga class instructed by Tyler.
I'd be a good yoga instructor.
No.
Yeah, you would,
What?
dude.
I'm so calming. Plus, I'm pretty sure Johnny Sins was a yoga instructor, and I just follow his class.
Yeah. Just hit play.
Of all the things,
That's all you gotta say.
hey, you know what would be a good coffee table book?
A coffee table book about coffee tables.
No, well, that is a good idea, but more so,
Better than airmail.
it just would be a book titled Johnny, and it's just photographs of him in every role he's ever done.
The most versatile employee on planet Earth.
It actually would be kind of a funny gift to give a buddy.
Yeah.
He's got to have a Netflix documentary coming out soon, right?
He'll be the first one to watch it.
Oh, really, Jared?
He probably runs a Sins fan page on Instagram. Our boy made it on the Jumbotron at US Bank. Let's go.
So many O's.
The name of it, the book, is called The 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah, it's his 7 most iconic roles.
Yeah, and then his follow up is The Sins of Our Fathers.
Guys, we can't.
I don't know how we keep doing it.
I mean, I'm not. Ryan is. What?
That
You
was,
just keep bringing it up.
the last one was me.
Okay.
That's my bad. Yoga instructor,
Deflection.
though, you brought that up.
Yeah, you're right.
And then I pivoted to
You're
Johnny.
God, Christmas is here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get your mom? Did you get her anything yet?
I actually got her a fucking baller gift.
Really?
So,
What was the inspiration behind it?
Well, so I was telling someone today that I don't ever want to get anyone anything on their list. I don't want to get them anything they want.
Yep.
It's so counterintuitive.
What? No, I don't. I think more people should have this approach. I don't want to get them anything they want. I should be able to get them something that they need.
Mm.
Sure.
And not like, oh, I got you some more socks. It's like something cool that they need that they don't know they need.
I was going to say, I'm
But
the
you
opposite.
know that they need.
Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I know them better than they know themselves,
Yeah.
okay?
I like getting people something that they want that they would never get themselves. So, like, I know Grandma wants this one fucking candle or something, right? Whatever, example. She'd never buy that for herself.
Simple woman.
Hypothetical.
Wouldn't even buy herself a candle.
Hypothetical.
So humble.
Yeah.
You know, she
Yeah.
just, all she ever buys for herself is like a sack of potatoes, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's as far as she goes. Any other frills would be just way too far.
It's to make us her potato bread and water.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, for example, candle. She would never buy it for herself. So I get that for her. She doesn't need it. She wants it. So that's why I get it. That's why I think I'm the opposite of you.
You ever get her a butt for?
What's a butt for?
Pooping. I mean,
I got
the
her
fact
up.
your grandma wouldn't even buy a candle is absurd. Was that real?
Yeah.
They get
No, Miles.
expensive though.
I literally said for an example.
Hypothetical, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I did say hypothetically as well.
Okay, big question. Yankee Candle on the way out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woodwick in.
I was going to say, I haven't
Really?
seen a Yankee Candle in a hot minute.
Woodwick Candle's the new Yankee.
But
I'm a big diffuser guy, so we don't use many candles.
Don't say
We
that
can't
word.
turn those on.
Don't
Jesus
say that.
fucking Christ.
All right.
Why?
You got 2 topics you can't bring up, and that's Mr. Sins and diffusers. You know, that's my 2 bugaboos.
Mr. Sis.
Was he a high
You
school
refer to him by his-
teacher now?
Will you refer to him by his correct name, Colonel Sins?
Dr. Sins.
Damn it. Here we are again. You guys brought him up that time. No, that was on me. That was on me. Why did Yankee Candle have such a stronghold in the candle industry there for a while?
Because they had like weird smells, right?
But what were they doing?
I don't know.
You know, like I feel like we've been doing we've been doing candles since before electricity.
Way before.
Literally.
Am I lost here? Usually when he's laughing,
Well, Miles
like that,
just had
I'm
an
laughing
epiphany
like
that he realized was so ridiculous he started laughing.
It's like it's a funny joke. Because of course we were.
Yeah.
That's
Literally, yeah.
I mean, like a long time, like way before electricity.
Like electricity was invented by candlelight.
Yeah. That's how long candles have been around. And I don't want to say it, but like there's no way there's that many different ways you can brew a candle.
That's why Woodwick's the next thing.
Well, is it the next thing or is the old thing? It's just a fucking fire. They had that in the caves back in the day.
They didn't have a fire and wax at the same time, though.
They had earwax.
Or maybe, you know what? Never mind, guys.
What
It's
is
none of
can-
your beeswax.
Oh my god!
Catch more bees. Yeah.
That's where that
Yes.
phrase comes from.
Yes.
Catch more bees with honey.
What is wax made of?
You are asking the wrong three guys. We
I know
just tried to
fucking idea,
spend
John.
like 20 minutes trying to figure out how we'd put a bunch of houses in a football stadium, Tyler.
That's true.
You know what, though? If I had to guess, it would primarily be hydrocarbons, you know,
Thank
whether
you.
that's, wax from animals, vegetables, or maybe petroleum in origin. The chemical combustion of all waxes used for candle making, they're similar. All candle waxes burn in the same manner. Everyone knows that.
You got,
And but it's a huge industry. I'd say that an estimated like 1 billion pounds of wax.
That's so
They're
much
used-
wax.
They're used in the candles sold each year in the United States, and that's post electricity. I can't imagine what the industry was like pre-electricity.
That's a good point.
pre-Yankee
just wanna-
candle.
I just want to know the first person that saw some animal fat and was like, yeah, we should fucking burn
Well, it's
that.
probably an accident. They probably threw something in, and then they saw that had some sort of petroleum wax on it, and it just didn't burn. It just melted, And they're like, "Oh fuck, let's start that on fire again." Oh shit, kind of smells kind of different,
Should add some lavender to that.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Oh shit, the piece of wood that stuck through it didn't burn as fast as it normally would.
What's a wick made out of?
I don't know. Fibers?
I don't think I'm qualified. I'm not an expert, but if I
God.
had to guess, I would say the most common core materials for wicks, probably, I don't know, I'll just pick 3 random things. Cotton, paper, zinc, or tin.
That was 4.
4 random ones, sorry. I just couldn't decide on that last 2, so I just threw it in there. The wicks could be found in jar candles, maybe even pillars, votives, and is that and devotional lights. If I just hit off the top of my head, I'm no candlelight.
Oh my god.
I will say the best.
I'm not a candle head,
I will say the best part about going to church over Christmas is getting the candle for Silent Night.
You think it's like a primal thing?
I think so.
Holding fire in your hand,
Yeah.
I think is a primal thing, and I think we need to get back to that.
Did you guys ever, as a kid, stick your finger in the
Oh yeah.
the liquid wax and then just let it get hard on your finger?
And then-
Yeah.
Try to pull
But
it
then you
off.
do
and
another
watch.
layer and another layer and another
Mhm.
layer and another layer, and all of a sudden you got a really long finger.
Yeah. Not the only thing I stuck in there.
In church?
Quickest way to cure ED. Fucking candle wax.
They're having a meeting at the church this week. All right, so make sure all the hymnal books are in the right spots. Da-di-da-di-da. Jesus is being born this week. Oh, guys, let's remember. Let's keep that Sheely's kid's dick out of the wax. That kid, I mean, he's just got a knack for wax. We even
They got Secret Service around the church just watching.
There's a mushroom dent in the wax.
He's looking at that candle the wrong way.
You know, but I will have to say, it is nice to know that he is circumcised. He's a true Christian.
There it goes. Johnny, get on him.
And we're back.
Damn it.
Oh, Johnny was. I just threw that out there. No, I did. Well, I mean, he could be a Secret Service agent if he wanted to.
He definitely has been.
He's qualified.
Well, he's protecting that ass.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that was your church. La-di-da-di-da.
Probably going to the same church, maybe different pew this year though.
Same church, different candle.
Got kicked out of the last one.
Feel bad for the person who gets last year's candle. Wax isn't the only thing going to be dripping off there.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Why are you all looking?
I figured you had one more thing.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Watch Shrek this weekend.
You cannot transition like that.
No, and here's how I'm going to do it. I forgot about the scene when he reaches in his ear and pulls out a candle of earwax
Yep.
and slams it down and lights that.
Yeah, but the plot hole with that, he just lights the wax, which should melt, not light.
No. See, I thought the exact same thing real time. And so I took my eyeballs and I averted it to the top of the candle. There's a hair sticking up. It lights the hair.
Makes sense.
So ear hair.
It was an ear hair.
Convenient that is at the top of your candle.
Just saying. But yeah. Don't ask me why I watched Shrek.
Why'd you watch Shrek?
It was on TV. And it's like, I think everyone's had a moment where they click on a show kind of as a joke, and then one thing happens in the show where you kind of laugh, and then it also feels nostalgic. And then next thing you know, you've watched the entire movie.
Yep.
That happened to me with Shrek. The soundtrack is what pulled me in.
The soundtrack is phenomenal.
We had the soundtrack growing up on CD, and it was like the part where I was like, "Don't give a damn about my bad reputation," and I was like nostalgia, and I was like, "Okay, let me watch this." And next thing I know, I'm like the dad who starts by standing.
Yeah, you're behind the
watching
couch,
TV.
hands on the back.
Yeah, and then next thing I know, I'm like sitting in the chair, just fully watching it. And then once you watch Shrek 2, you gotta watch, or Shrek 1, then you gotta watch Shrek 2. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, Shrek 2 DVD bonus features American Idol Simon Cowell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that. We have. Yeah. So yeah, honestly, I'm a big Shrek guy. There's a lot of adult humor in that movie I didn't realize as a kid.
Yeah, so you guys are maybe rethinking the list I made of my beer pong team. I would have Shrek on that team. You guys gave me a lot of shit for that.
Shrek, I fully recant. Is it recant?
It's either or. Same church.
I would like to remove my hatred towards Shrek from episode
91.
Jared,
Guessing.
Plug in the episode right here.
118.
118. I remove that. Shrek's a good guy.
Thank you, guys.
He's also kind of soft, though.
No, he has layers.
I know, and one of the layers is very soft.
Yeah, the inside layer.
Because in Shrek 2, he's kind of,
I don't know if I've ever seen Shrek 2.
It's okay.
I mean, it's been at least 10, 15 years since I've seen Shrek 1.
You should watch
we
it
know
today.
that. You haven't seen a movie in the last 10 years.
That's
Everything
false.
happened
Top
10
Gun
years
Maverick.
ago.
I'm watching Chippendales movie right now.
You know what we should do? We should maybe pick a movie for our first ever After the Smoke Settles.
I thought it was dust. Or is it smoke?
Dust.
No, it's smoke.
Yeah,
Okay.
After the Dust Settles.
I think
that's
it
the
was
URL
dust.
I have anyway.
Yeah.
Dust.
You should go back to episode or plug in the episode title here. And listen to that. After the Smoke Settles. After the Dust Settles is what it was.
I can't remember either.
So the movie's got to be older than shit though, like Wizard of Oz, because the dust is
I mean,
definitely
the dust
settled.
is collecting on Wizard of Oz right now. It's a little late.
Yeah.
It's settled then.
It is. It's settled
Yeah,
a while
true.
ago.
after
True.
the asbestos settles.
Yeah. It's growing mold by now. So
First movie in
it's
color.
not when
Isn't
the
it-
mold grows.com. It's after the dust settles.
When the mold grows.
Hey, well, mold to grow,
Oh,
the
here we
dust
are.
has to have
Okay.
settled.
Welcome to when the mold grows.com, where we review stuff that's so old that mold's growing on it.
like
the-
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Well, the first website gets shut down. We'll go to the mold route.
Yeah.
No, it's not getting shut
And
down.
honestly, I got a plethora of other ideas in case that doesn't work either. Regardless, they're not going to be able to shut us down. Good luck.
Worldwide
because
Web.
I own it.
But I think we should pick something to actually review after the smoke settles.
Dust.
God damn it.
Yeah, I missed that.
God damn it. Was it really dust?
I think so.
I think it's after the dust, settles, but it
After
doesn't
the-
sound
after
right.
the smoke settles.
You need that alliteration.
I'll have to
maybe.
check GoDaddy.
Yeah, we'll look at it after this. But regardless, we should pick our first thing to review after the smoke/dust settles, and do it on the podcast after the
I'm in.
ad break.
Yeah.
Well, if Wizard of Oz is off the table, like how
Why are you
long?
so hung up on Wizard of Oz?
First movie.
We could do
first-
Bill Clinton, Monica
I'm just
Lewinsky.
trying to get.
Monica Lewinsky. That's had to have.
I thought we were talking
It's not a
movies.
movie.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about events
Oh.
in history.
Well, that too.
I mean, the smoke and dust.
Well, the
has
smoke
settled.
finally the dust is finally settled on the JFK thing.
Yeah. Yep.
I think dust
Yeah.
is still swirling. We got details, but not all of it.
About 40% of the dust/smoke has settled.
Yeah.
On that. Okay. We'll have to brainstorm just like we'll brainstorm the Patreon 2000s here.
Mhm.
Maybe by mid-February we can get this one done.
Give me a time frame to work with, like early 2000s.
The Bill Clinton BJ has definitely settled.
Well, every he's our resident hornball. It just doesn't matter what we talk about. And now that we did one bang bus segment, he feels comfortable throwing around any sexual innuendos. Not even innuendos. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Innuendos.
Innuendo.
He's comfortable throwing around any sexual windows. He'll throw those windows open and just be sexual with them. He's sexually in the windows. Ryan loves sexual in windows.
Totally does.
Admit it. You are obsessed
people
with
love it.
sexual in the windows.
The people dig
You
it.
love doing sexual acts in the windows.
Ryan loves watching sex on Windows XP.
Ryan loves sexualness in the Windows XP.
No,
Okay.
the people love it.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We're going to do it at some point. We're going to do the when the smoke/dust settles segment. And we'll pick, because everything is different. It's on its own timeline. So we can't just pick an era,
Okay.
you know? I'm thinking maybe we could maybe check out I think maybe the smoke/dust is settled on the Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa steroid thing. Could review that.
What about Transformers?
Megan Fox is
What
still
about it?
kind of going off the rails here
Yeah.
with Machine Gun Kelly. So I don't know if that smoke is completely
What
settled or
about
not.
Disturbia?
We just doing Shia LaBeouf.
What about holes? A lot of dust in that movie.
That is true.
What about Even Stevens?
What about, peanut
We
butter
could
salt?
probably do Even Stevens.
That's got to be done by now. What a great show.
This is why people hate podcasters.
No, they love it, dude.
This is why people are starting
pander
to
to
hate
the crowd.
podcasters.
I pander to the crowd.
All right. Well,
We got a bunch of sinners listening to this
What about
podcast.
what about Gladiator? Ryan's like
Ryan's
Russell
follow-
Crowe. Are you not entertained?
Ryan's followers are called sinners.
We got a lot of sinners listening to this podcast. I can guarantee you that.
Forget, they look to Ryan and they say, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned."
They look over and Ryan's just balls deep in a candle wax. You said that, not us.
You did. You said it was the best cure for ED, to quote.
Yeah, not that I have ED, you guys.
We didn't say that. You did.
So I'm not referring to myself dipping my own nuts into a candle. And
At Ryan's church, instead of saying amen, they just say
Nut.
we got to end this podcast.
we got to get out of here.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode. Don't know what we accomplished today.
Not much.
We figured out how to keep the neighborhood warm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's an open dialogue. We're working on heating the whole
here.
neighborhood. We'll get the dads to band together somehow.
This be tough.
All we got to do is get the dog they didn't want to be involved, and then they'll go tooth and nail
they'll do
to
anything about it.
protect that dog that they didn't want. You know, so I think we got some angles. But go follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio, or download the app and then just search You Betcha Radio. We're on the road to 2,000. We had Ann on for 1,000. Gotta think of something else, boys.
We will. I got some ideas.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. May your candles be waxed.
Is there another option?
May your candles be waxed, and stay warm out there, guys. Cheers, Ryan.